Okay, I'll maybe try and repair this plunge router. I've had it for a number of years, and it just seems to have stopped working. I suspect it's either the switch or the brushes. It also doesn't help that it's a Mastercraft, but that's what it is. And yeah, we'll get this set up on the stand there and see what we can do. So it looks like brushes. I got to get into it from the back. The two brushes. And then looks like once you're in there, at this side there, you have access to the switch too. So this thing over here and have a look at it. Plug it in. Nothing. Bearings. Maybe slightly loud, but seems fine. Let's see. A couple of screws on the top. And here. And get those out and see what we got. Okay, got these two screws out. I'm going to have to, for future videos, get on some kind of a stand here. Okay, so looks like nothing's attached on the inside. That's good. There's the two screws I took out of the top. What do we got here? Maybe a brush. Can already see. Let's see down there. The brush looks like it's making contact. And that one looks like it's broken. It's probably our problem right there. Oh. Okay, they just slide right out. That one looks like it's been sparking on the back. Focus. There you go. It's nice. Nice and clean edge. The front here and the back is all chewed up. And that, I suspect, is the good one. This one. Uh-oh. Okay, it's a clip. Sorry about my hands in the way. That certainly doesn't look very healthy. Oh, it's broken. So it looks like I'm gonna need a new pair of brushes. And the other question is, where's that other part of the brush gone to? I think I want to check that switch before I start going ordering parts for this thing. So I'm going to switch up here. And now we gotta get those two screws. There, get those out of there. nice and full of sawdust. Okay, so I pulled the switch right out. The reason I did that is I was putting my probes on these little screws and not really getting good, what I felt was a good contact with my multimeter. I think it was this one was barely, like it wasn't tight at all. And with it out, I can actually get a better read on it here. So, I'll turn this around here. Seems kind of testy just by just moving it a little bit. That's off. On. Looks like you might actually be able to pop this guy open. Are you supposed to be able to service these guys? Should you be able to service the switch? Let's see here. Okay, I decided to actually have another visit to the switch here before I called it quits there. I did manage to get it apart, and as you can probably see if it's not too washed out, try to get some more light. This thing is full of sawdust, and I believe one of the little ball bearings that sits down inside here, let me see if I can get some light here. One of the little ball bearings that sits down in there was not in its proper place. I'm trying to clean this up a little bit, put it back together and try again. So that's where I'm at. Okay, I have cleaned everything up. Inside here, if you can see it, again, I'm sorry if it's washed out. This is my first video of doing something like this, so I got to figure out the lighting and the camera angles and everything. But what I did was I cleaned it out, cleaned the springs that are down inside there, and the balls, the little ball bearings, and they're being held in place currently by a little dab of grease, and that will hold it in so when I try and reassemble it, it won't fall out so easily. And then this side I have sitting back together here. As you can see, this all just sits in place. So there's those contacts I cleaned up, and I cleaned up the bottoms of these two. Oh wait, did I? I did not. Haha. Okay, let me clean those and then reassemble. Okay, one shot. Well, let's see if we got it. Should know pretty quickly. Off, on, no bouncing around with the switch. That's good. And there's no crossover here as well, so that's in the opposition, and there's no continuity between the two, so there's no crossover, which is good. Okay, switch is good. I think I'm going to throw the switch back in the machine, and then I'll probably throw the brushes back in too, even though this one's all chewed up. It shouldn't cause any damage to anything, I wouldn't think. I'm sure somebody will correct me and say that it'll explode. And anyways, my real concern is if it'll work, because if it works, that's the back end of it there. If it works, then it shows me that it's the switch causing the primary issue, and it just so happens that I found another issue being the brush itself. So either way, I will get a set of brushes ordered up and put those in when they come. So I'm going to reassemble this thing quick, and then I'll start you guys back and we'll see what we got. Okay, I'll put it all back together. It's probably worth mentioning. couple scars here. I don't really care about. It's probably worth mentioning that I did mark. There's basically positive and negative coming into the switch, and then the same positive and negative coming back out and going into the actual system. I did mark which wires went straight through to which wires, just so that it wouldn't reverse polarity on me and spin in reverse. I'd imagine that would be the worst thing that would happen anyways. And then I did find a chunk of the brush, the missing brush, if I can focus. There you go. Found a chunk of it, not all of it. And I have put the brushes back in place, and again, this is only a part brush down in here. This one's actually fine. There's nothing wrong with that brush. There's lots of meat on it, so yeah, I have plugged it in and see if it'll fire. I'll leave this cap off of here for now. I don't think it'll cause any problems. Just turn the speed down in case it does work. So here we go. Probably should have taken that off. It looks also like that bit's bent. So there we go. It is fixed. I just need to get myself a new set of brushes. I don't even think I'll film that, to be honest. And let me glue that back on. I know this is actually, I believe this particular unit is branded as other units, probably down in the US. This is up in Canada, obviously. Mastercraft is a Canadian tire brand. But this is the unit I have, so it's a 54-736-6. This thing has got to be maybe 10 years old, maybe more. But yeah, I think I've seen these actually in red in the States, and it's branded obviously as something other than Mastercraft. But anyways, this should all be the same. Luckily, we don't have to get into bearings because I don't see any easy way to get to that bottom main bearing without taking all this plunge system off, which is not probably going to be very easy. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll try and keep putting some videos like this up and see what I can come up with, and hopefully next time I'll have some better lighting. And obviously I don't have very good lighting here. Maybe some sort of a tripod to get you a little bit further back and you can see what I'm doing. I don't have to sort of pause and work and come back. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye for now.